back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there's a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony Show. Anthony, how are you, my friend?
Dude, very good today, man. Tough loss for the Rangers last night. Tough loss for me last night in general with the sports. But, hey, man, it's hump day. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, we got golf starting today. We'll give you an update at the end of the show. First tee times for the match play about 10:20. So we'll give you what we have before the end of the show, like we always do. But I think the first thing we want to start with, and I know my mother, who is one of the more loyal watchers of this show, wanted me to mention it looks like Providence has found their next head basketball coach. So there's been some articles, not an official announcement yet, but they are heavily linked to George Mason head coach Kim English. So Kim English, who actually played for the Detroit Pistons in the NBA. He was a second-round pick in the 2012 draft. Has been the head coach of George Mason the last 2 seasons, compiling a record of 34 and 29, including 20 and 13 this past season. And before that, spent time, as an assistant at Tulsa, Colorado, Tennessee. And he did play his college basketball at Missouri. So he has a lot of basketball experience, played some overseas basketball after the Pistons. So, a guy who's been involved with the game a while, and he's only 34 years old. And that's something that I noticed right away that I was telling my mom that, I really like because, you look at Providence, Cooley was there a while. But after a coach, that's been there a while leaves, I think the first thing that you want to do is have some stabilization. And I think when you bring in a coach who's 34 years old, so, he could coach there for 20 years and he would still be only 54, and obviously, how many coaches last at a university 20 years? Point being, you have a really good opportunity here to, build with somebody and have someone there for a long time. And this way, recruiting wise, you don't have to worry about, guys saying, oh, well, what's this guy going to be here a couple of years and leave? I want to know someone's going to be there. Someone's going to build a program. And my mom actually checks in here.
Oh, yeah. She says, thanks, Brian. She knew that you would have more info.
Hey, Mom, I try my best, right, Tony?
Dude, you do your best.
And I do like the fact, and I know, short stint at George Mason, but the fact that he did improve their win total from 14 to 20 over the course of the first 2 seasons. I think that's absolutely great, just to see some improvement there. And I just think anytime you can bring in a former player, especially a player who not only played college basketball and played it at a high level, but actually made it to the next level in the NBA. So I think, you automatically garner the respect of the players. So I really am excited to see, this deal get done and to see what he says in his introductory press conference. Because I think, they were talking about it actually on the Fan on my way in, just about, because they were talking about Patino and his press conference yesterday. And just how about being a coach is kind of being a salesman, especially from the recruiting angle. You're going to go into kids' homes. You're going to talk to their parents, their family members. So you really want to make sure everybody's comfortable and everybody wants to be a part of something special. So very interested to see what he brings to the table, but I do think it is a good long-term move. And I hope like I said, that he can be somebody that's the head coach of the Friars for the next 20 years. So it'll be interesting to see how this reflects in the recruiting area. I know a couple guys I think decommitted, but that's something normal that you see anytime a head coach moves on to a different program. One thing too that I found interesting, I was mentioning Pitino. So in his press conference yesterday at St. John's, very energized, said he knows that he's gonna, more or less accomplish big things with St. John's, get them back to where they need to be. And how about this, Tony? In attendance in the on-campus arenas named after him, Luke Carnesecca. He coached when Chris Mullins played there. 98 years old. They're front row of the press conference, talking about what a big win it is for MSG, the city.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's the one that got interviewed, old dude in the suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what a legend, honestly.
I mean, it really is crazy. And I was thinking about it because I watched his interview. I mean, the guy was so like coherent, and he was there dressed in his suit. And I'm like, wow, look at this old guy. Like, like, oh my gosh, dude, so funny.
So that'll be fun. And hey, I mean, they'll be battling together with the Friars. And, I think the Big East is always at its best. There's a lot of competition. So I hope, that Pitino, does bring back St. John's, and same goes for Georgetown and Cooley. And I'm sure my mother's not rooting for Cooley exactly, but all I'm saying is, bless you, Tony. More competition, the better. I think that's what makes teams better. Is the competition around them pushing them to be their best.
Oh yeah, I mean that goes to say with really anything, that putting those types of like you said, competitive teams, around yourself. I mean, it forces you, if you want to be successful, it forces you to be better. So love it, dude.
Yeah, love the college basketball movement here.
Really, it's so much, dude.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy, honestly, too. Like I was reading some guy on Twitter actually was talking about how just like the crazy like ripple effect that Merrimack not being able to qualify for the tournament has had.
Tobin never gets
on so many lives. Job. Yeah, no, dude. Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah, I mean, it really is unbelievable when you think about it. And who would have thought? You were outraged from the start.
Yeah,
and what it would lead to.
Dude, honestly, I mean, I would be outraged if Merrimack.
Yeah,
it could have been the Merrimack's head coach getting Iona's job.
Yeah, but once again, whose fault is it, Tony? The NCAA,
yeah,
not the NEC. They don't have
NEC too.
Control over that. Why are you tied at the NEC?
I don't know. They're just so beat, dude.
Because is rugby in the NEC or is it a different conference?
Rugby
America.
No, yeah, it's there. There's now NCAA men's rugby, so it's under USA Rugby.
The
whole other entity, but NEC's whack for their broadcasts are so fucking. It's annoying what they have to do.
Budget, Tony.
Dude,
body clock.
Dude. Yeah, literally. They don't give a shit, dude.
But it is kind of interesting, like because at one time, certain conferences, even there's still a mid-major, but like the Atlantic 10, has rose into prominence a little bit. But for these conferences like the NEC or like the MAC, that Iona's in, is there at this day and age, we know we have the Power Five and we have the top mid-major conferences for a conference like the NEC or the MAC, is there a path to becoming, more of a powerhouse, more of a revenue generator? I mean, is that even feasible?
I don't know, dude. I really personally, I don't think so. Some fucking schmo on the Michael K show called in, talk about, like Fairleigh Dickinson is proof that all the NEC, these Northeast colleges could be big, and like I don't really think so, dude. I don't think they don't have the facilities, like they're not able to host games. Even if their team is good, I feel like the schools don't compete.
I mean, I think it's obviously a cause and effect, a ripple effect, like you were saying, where basically what needs to happen is you need a run like Fairleigh Dickinson, for instance.
Right.
But then the coach to stay, more recruits to come in, and then to be consistently winning tournament games. And then you can get some revenue in.
Yeah, I think maybe again, I'm no I guess, genius at this, but I feel like it should be like, in order to have that work well, it should be the other way around. You should like Sacred Heart, for example, or Fairleigh Dickinson decides like, let's dump a bunch of money into our basketball program. Like, let's try and get a team to the tournament and make some noise.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, then you can start generating some revenue. You know, like let's build a better facility. Let's recruit the right players. Let's hire a good coach with the intention of being a powerhouse as opposed to vice versa.
Right.
Just hoping to make a splash and then dumping the money in.
But I would say the coaching continuity really is the biggest thing, because we were talking about Gonzaga the other day with Mark Few, and we know at this point Mark Few could have had basically every job in America,
Right.
but he doesn't want to move schools. So that's the problem, is getting that commitment for the coach. But then, like I said, ripple effect. Does the athletic department have the money to keep the coach? Perfect example. I own it with Patino. I mean, I don't even know what the salary is, but there's no way that they could give him a multi-million-dollar per year salary.
Honestly, I would be interested to see maybe 1 year, like one of those 16 seeds that makes it like deep is like, all right, like instead of the coach leaving, like let's just offer him money. Like the school is like, let's up our budget for the team and offer him what he.
A lot of them, I mean, they need better facilities. I mean, you see the gyms for St. Peter's, for Fairleigh Dickinson, they're 2,000 and 3,000 seat places. So how, even if you have the best coach, players, they want to play on a big stage. They don't want to play in front of empty gyms.
I know, dude. Same thing with like, I mean, even like, you know, at Sacred Heart, like I didn't care to go to basketball games because the gym sucked.
Eastern,
it's a high school. It was high school, dude.
Right?
Like what are we doing?
Yeah,
you know.
But I know, and obviously, I went there. I went to games there, and I've followed. So I don't know. I have this thing with Iona though, even though it is basically a high school gym. The success they've had pretty good turnouts. Like, I don't know, for some reason that interests me in terms of like somehow how they could grow it. And if, they turn into a consistent winner, under Tobin Anderson, can they start, maybe potentially like having a game or two each year at MSG and try to build the program up that way?
I can see that. I mean, they're a prestigious school. I mean, their name holds a lot of weight.
You know, and I don't know the specific numbers, but I would imagine, especially let's call it, over the past 20 years, I mean, they have to have one of the highest winning percentages in that conference. They're always with a winning record and always with quality coaches. So I'm very interested to see, what Tobin Anderson does. But it's just like the one thing I would say, though, let's say, he picks up where Patino left off. And even though two of the Iona guys already entered the portal, and I think one of them was the conference player of the year. But like, let's say within a year or two, they actually win a tournament game or get to the Sweet 16. I mean, how is he not going to leave? Because it's the same thing. Like, he's upgraded from Fairleigh Dickinson to Iona, but there's still room to grow. And that's what's unfortunate for these small programs. And like you said, unless the dollars are going to be committed, it's a very, very uphill battle. So that's exciting stuff for sure. And what a time of year it is with the tournament, and that'll get underway tomorrow. UConn in action, so we know Tony is elated to see if the Huskies can make it to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, dude.
Where are you with UConn right now? I mean, are you any expectations the rest of the way, or?
I mean, I think that they've certainly exceeded my expectations so far. So I mean, at this point, it's like go for the W, dude.
Are you expecting it though? You know what I mean?
I'm expecting them to make it
to the final championship game.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting right now.
So that would be huge.
Huge.
3.5 point favorites over Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see, who they would match up with here if they would advance. So let's see what we got here. I guess they're the West region. So they're gonna play the winner of TCU Gonzaga. Oh, not TCU Gonzaga. I'm sorry, Gonzaga UCLA. So that will be UConn wins playing Gonzaga or UCLA with a trip to the Final Four in the line. I mean, what a way for Dan Hurley to change the narrative.
Oh yeah,
hadn't won a tournament game and then he has a chance here to go to the Final Four.
Slam him.
So 7:15 tomorrow against Arkansas. Rugby practice tomorrow?
Yeah.
8 to 10?
Yeah.
Maybe salary increase coming?
No.
They heard the show yesterday. They were a little embarrassed.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not, dude.
But so obviously, we'll talk more about the tournament, and it's amazing. When we are back here on Monday, the Final Four will be set. So just how quickly the tournament, goes on. I mean, it really, really is unbelievable.
It really is crazy how quick it goes.
Yeah,
because you look at the bracket and you're like, holy shit, there's so many fucking teams here. Like, is this tournament going to be like 3 months?
Well, and the thing is,
And
so there
then-
were 68 teams a week ago.
Yeah,
And now there's 16.
crazy.
Tournament started a week ago tomorrow.
Yeah,
crazy.
very efficient.
But that is March Madness for you. But let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. A back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei, way, sayonara. Where did that land?
Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
You think if USA had Aaron Judge, they would have won?
No, they wouldn't have never even made it, dude.
Why did I even bother asking that question?
Nah, dude, I don't think so.
Anyway, Tony. So obviously, as everybody knows now, Japan knocking off the US in the World Baseball Classic Championship game 3-2. I didn't get a chance to watch this one, but it just, in terms of, like you always say, following along on Twitter and just looking at the box score, was really a close, highly contested, exciting game. And I think really what held the U.S. back, and obviously, you score 2 runs, hard to win, but just overall, I mean, we've talked about this to nauseum. I mean, they did not have anywhere close to the quality of pitching, that Japan had and many of the other teams. I mean, it's just, you started Merrill Kelly. He gave up 2 runs over the first inning and a third. I mean, Kyle Freeland is pitching in this game. I mean, just shows you the depths of how desperate, they were. And what a World Baseball Classic. I don't know if you're getting a little nervous. I know this is obviously preseason, but Trey Turner, 5 home runs in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, I think he hit a home run for 3 straight games. His last 3 games, actually. Yeah, literally hit a home run. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, of course I'm worried, dude. I want him on the Mets.
Yeah. That it's a shame that they didn't pursue that. I don't know if maybe he didn't want to go. I don't know why he wouldn't.
I mean, who doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle Schwarber, his future teammate this year, hit his 2nd home run as well, make it 3-2. But the U.S. couldn't rally against Ohtani in the 9th inning. Did you at least see the highlights, Tony, of the Ohtani at bat? With Trout.
Oh, yeah, of course, dude.
Were you surprised that Trout couldn't put anything together, or is it kind of typical narrative, Trout, big moment? I mean, I know Ohtani's tough, obviously throwing 100.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I think it's I don't want to blame Trout, but I mean, you do say Trout in big moments, I suppose, in his career have not been great. But also, how many big moments does he actually have in his career? That's what I mean.
But why is he not even there? Or you just
you look at it,
team? Yeah. I mean, he's obvious, but he's had some injuries too.
And he's started with injury. But I mean, he was playing a decent role in terms of how the USA got to the championship. So it's not like he wasn't doing anything, But I will say, I mean, versus Ohtani, I mean, there's no easy feat, fresh, as a closer. That was kind of ridiculous, dude.
Ohtani really is.
That slider was so nasty.
Unbelievable.
Dude. The slider had such good movement on it.
But he gave him 2 fastballs right down the middle, didn't he?
Yeah.
But what's up? I mean, it's just high heat, tough to.
I guess. Yeah, probably. It seems like Trout was a little bit behind, honestly, on Ohtani the whole at bat.
Yeah.
So
not much experience in that area.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Facing him. We do have a bunch of comments actually.
We do. Matthew comes in hot. Look at yous. Love yous. Best show in sports ever. Nifty NFT comes in with the I'm here. Let's go, fam. What up, Nifty? And then Alfred here.
Al, haven't heard from him in a while.
I know. It's been a really long time, honestly. He says, Tony laughing. I would imagine at the Aaron Judge comment. He says, Ohtani, true hero.
Maybe future Met.
Maybe future
or
Met.
Yankee.
No, probably more Met. He was Mets will finish 3rd place this season. Unfortunately, he does say Phillies and Braves are too much. And then your mother comes out with the Mike Trout struck out for the last out.
Dude. I guess that's why he's been on the Angels and not the Yankees his whole career.
You really could not paint a better scenario.
No, I know. But was it almost rigged, Tony? No, I'm kidding. But it is kind of ironic, though, that you do get that scenario because it was talked about, before the game even started,
Yeah, it really was,
that
dude.
he was the last out. Like, not even that there was a matchup, but
Right.
that was the last out of the game.
Why, are you suspicious?
Nah. Just baseball it's too hard with all at bats, hits, all that stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think about, though, your fellow Met fan here, Al, saying a third place finish for the Mets?
I mean, hey, man, always as a Met fan, you never want to be too cocky. Okay, you never want to call out first place because
what's there to be cocky about, right?
Well, that's not necessarily true, but you just don't
What
want
was the last division title?
I mean, it's just like you're a little cocky here, a little cocky there. All of a sudden, you're like the Yankee fan base, and it's going to be brutal. It's not a good time. So, and of course, I mean, listen, you can't knock the division. I mean, it's the hardest division in baseball. Can't really argue that, Brian.
When was the last time they won it, though? Honestly, in all seriousness. Because weren't they a wild card in 15?
They were a wild card in 15. Yes, I'm trying to think because
06?
Was it? Oh, I don't think so.
I'm gonna
Wait, no, I think you're right. 06, and then no. I thought they lost to the. I thought 06 was the year where they blew it, like they did basically last year, and the Phillies ended up winning the division.
No, that was 08.
Oh,
last
was
year
08?
at Citi Field. Didn't Santana pitch the last game at Shea Stadium?
Oh, so then yeah, maybe it was 06.
Al said 100%. How
many years?
NL East titles, 2015.
Oh wow.
Okay, so, but I thought they. So when they made it to the World Series, they won the division. That year.
I guess
That's what
so.
it was. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking wild card, but I guess the next year they were the wild card against the Giants. So, six NL East titles in two the past 17 years.
It's not terrible.
Yeah,
how many Yankees have?
More than that.
Oh. Anyway, I kind of forgot what we were talking about at that point.
No, the Mets, the third place finish.
Oh, third place finish. Well, Braves, Phillies. I mean, it's gonna be tough, dude. It's gonna be super, super tough.
It really is, honestly. I mean, is it really come down to who they acquire, or is it a combination of that and the young guys?
Well, I think it's going to be more about the young guys, about some of the veterans, playing like they did last season. You're looking at McNeil, you're looking at Lindor, you're looking at like a Marte to stay healthy,
Escobar to be consistent,
but also you can kind of hope like, oh, maybe the Braves will start off slow. They've done that in the past. And maybe, Phillies, no Harper, that affects them a lot. Hopefully, Trey Turner maybe starts slow. I know it doesn't seem like that. It seems like he's fucking mid-season form right now, bruh. It's gonna come down to who stays healthy. Alfred says. I think that really is, especially with, your two best pitchers being of the upper echelon in terms of age. So health is gonna be important. I mean, I'm hopeful. I wouldn't be like Alfred here with a definitive, oh, they're going to be in third place. Like, it's possible. It's very possible they will. But who knows, dude?
I just think like offensively, that's where I struggle. I mean, I just feel like they're not even close to the Braves, for instance. Phillies, I mean, maybe they're a little closer, but the Phillies have a couple upper echelon guys. And obviously when Harper comes back, that really lengthens the lineup.
Yeah. I think they have the capabilities of being that deep offensively. Again, I mean, if you're looking at some of the young guys, if Alvarez and if Mauricio over there, come up and they ended up, making a splash, there's your offense. And I feel like Marte stays healthy. There's your offense when you need it,
Right.
Again, think about it. I mean, if Marte was doing what Marte was doing all season, that like the last month of the season, I mean, we probably would have won the division. It probably would have been an entirely different ending to the season. So I think that they're like they can be right there, dude. They really can be.
Yeah. One thing I was going to ask you though, is Alvarez confirmed to be on the roster?
No.
Like, is he not going to be on the roster? Or?
I haven't heard much.
Either way.
I feel like I think last I heard, Buck is leaning towards like, yeah, he's going to be on the roster
as a starting DH, or that's not really. He's not committing to that.
Yeah, no.
And is Nito and Navarez locked in a catcher?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay, so I mean, you would think, does he play first too, or no?
Nito or
Alvarez?
Alvarez? No, I don't think so.
Okay, so just catcher.
Yeah,
but I mean, why else would like? just one of those things. It's like, why wouldn't Anthony Volpe make the Yankees roster? You know,
Yeah, so stupid, dude.
One thing I wanted to bring up, a couple more comments here.
Oh, Alfred's just option in the AAA as of this morning.
Wow, that is tough. So, Al, if you wouldn't mind, have
That
they
is kind of beat,
announced
dude.
who the starting designated hitter is going to be? Nothing came up with Alvarez.
Oh, sorry. Looks like, let's check the news here. Mets option top prospect. Yeah, literally 29 minutes ago.
Service time manipulation.
Yeah, right.
Appler did come from the Yankee organization.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of beat, dude. They moved widely expected given the presence of both Omar Narvaez and Tomas Nido on the roster.
That's tough, I have to say. He said, no clue. Sorry, boys, about the designated hitter.
Yeah, it's all right, dude.
Boy,
Darren Ruff, dude.
Darren Ruff. But yeah, what I was going to mention though, so the Yankees yesterday, they did win. I think it was against the Braves, or Tigers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, 6-3. Josh Donaldson actually had 2 home runs.
I heard about that, dude. Oh,
and it's so ridiculous. There's this article on NewJersey.com.
NewJersey.com.
And he was talking about the boos in the postseason when it's just reading these numbers, Tony. I knew we knew
the notification about
Alvarez.
Yeah,
we knew that Donaldson struggled. How about this? 16 strikeouts in 29 at bats in the postseason. So they were asking about, being on the short leash and the boos, in the postseason. And he goes, at the end of the day, I'm not in control of other people and what they do. For me, I have to focus on how can I help this team win? How can I prepare best myself? I can't control those things. The booing, I can't focus on that. If I focus on that, then I'm going to get wrapped up in something that I don't want to get wrapped up in. I'm here to help our team win in whatever manner that is. I feel like I've prepared myself the best way possible for me to go about that. I feel good and I feel confident. My goal is to be ready whenever my name is called. And it's just like, please just get him off the team. I really don't care. I really don't care, Tony. If he hits 600 in April, I want him off the team. I'm not kidding. We talked about, how many times did we talk about this last year?
600, Brian.
Yes. He's cooked. How could there be something left? I mean, what is he gonna have, a Matt Carpenter resurgence this year?
Maybe, who knows? But I mean, I really would agree with you. I mean, I think he does need to be off the team. That's obviously a load of hogwash over there, NewJersey.com.
Yeah, they do have a lot of articles though
about sports.
Yeah, and actually, they're talking about Chapman, that he won't be with the Royals very long. An MLB insider says
Mets are gonna pick him up.
I did see an article about that, actually. The Royals are banking on him having a good first half so they can trade him. And then, they were talking about the whole thing about, he's closed in New York. Michael's saying phone died.
Does Brian know about the award? No, I didn't tell Brian about the award yet. I was gonna wait till the pick segment, but I guess we can talk about it now. So, over your right shoulder, Brian, in the cubby.
Yep.
You're gonna notice this gold glove.
Okay.
Careful. Oh gosh.
I mean, easy fix. Yeah, but continue on.
So that gold glove is gonna be now the trophy given to the winner of our pick segments.
Wow.
Michael and I noticed that at Dick's Sporting Goods yesterday.
Love it.
A nice little Golden Glove award. I figured we'd start off with a fresh slate when baseball starts.
Right after I get the free bowling round.
Right, exactly. After you get the free bowling, but no trophy.
The last pick segment.
And then so we can have like a tangible this guy won.
Yeah,
deal.
I love it.
Right?
I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Al saying Royals looking good this spring. Have you seen anything on that end other than Chapman falling down and
Greinke?
I
think they have a couple of good hitters.
Is it DeWitt or no? Bobby DeWitt?
DeWitt sounds about right. Yeah, a young dude, but I think they had some other guy. Their DH was doing really well.
Oh, Bobby Witt. 22 years old.
Let's see. Who the hell is this? Oh, Andrew Benintendi.
Oh, that's just the stats from last year.
So last year, yeah.
DeWitt, though, actually, I didn't even realize this, hit 20 home runs, had 80 RBIs, and stole 30 bases for the Royals last year. He was
30 bases.
the second overall pick in the 202019 draft. So that's obviously a building block. How did Perez do last year? Sal Perez?
Salvatore Perez here.
254
batting average.
Oh, that actually isn't that
bad.
It's just did he hit 50 home runs? Was it?
Yeah, right.
Click on his thing. It was 2 or 3 years ago. I guess it was 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago. 48 home runs.
48 home runs on 21 RBIs.
That was insane.
That is insane.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting. You know, they haven't. I mean, geez, I guess it would be since did they go to the World Series in consecutive years, or was it just the one time against the Mets?
I thought it was just the one time against the Mets.
Right. But since then, I mean, they've done absolutely nothing. Squat.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be, you know, and that's a gettable division there in the Central.
Oh yeah,
you know?
dude.
Does it show? Oh yeah, it does show. So let's see what we got here.
Won the World Series 2015. Oh, lost World Series back to back. They did. Oh no, 2014.
Who did they lose to?
Lost World Series. Let's see.
Oh, the Giants. It was a
14
game.
Yeah,
okay,
14.
Wow. Lorenzo Cain was the ALCS MVP.
Wow.
Yeah, and then so since then, what's the most amount of wins that they've had? 60 something? Or no, they had 72 or 77 and oh no, I'm going wrong.
Yeah, 2016 was 81 and that was the most.
And
then 80, then 58, 59. COVID, they had 26 wins.
Okay.
74 last year, they had 65.
So they are due for something.
Yeah, I guess so. Dude.
I would think wit is the key too. You know, maybe Greinke mentoring the pitchers. You know,
Brady Singer.
What's the deal there?
I don't know, 3.8 ERA maybe.
Is he younger?
Nah. Oh yeah, 26, super young. 3.2 ERA last year, 10-5, 150 strikeouts, over 153 1/3 innings pitched. Not bad. I mean, for 26 years old, I suppose. Whip of 1.14. So far in spring training, he has a 1.93 ERA. Only 2 starts though here. So he had 2 games, pretty solid. 1 earned run over 4.2 innings pitched. No walks.
There we go.
4 hits over 4 innings. So I guess, I don't know, it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Lightning in a bottle.
How crazy is it though? 8 days till opening day now.
That's crazy. Got to make a new baseball intro video.
Yes, definitely.
Any requests, dude, on plays?
I mean, I could put together a list, send it to you.
Is it gonna be all Aaron Judge?
No, I'm trying to think.
There really shouldn't be any Aaron Judge, I feel like.
Oh, okay. Now that is a little ridiculous.
Maybe I'll have a little more Francisco Lindor in there.
No, we'll do a Judge walk-off, and then I'm trying to think top. I mean, did anything stand out? Just top of your head, Met moment from last year, like a walk-off hit or something?
Top Met moment.
Did they make a big comeback against the Phillies or something? They were down 8.
Yeah. And I think McNeil is the one. It was a walk-off, like, bloop single, though.
Okay. So, I mean, give us something, Tony.
I know. Yeah, I'll do some.
Or closing out. What was it? Game 2 of the wild card series.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Maybe
Diaz on the mound.
Diaz, yeah, that would be great. Everyone would love that because he'll be playing this season.
Did you see though? He's optimistic, a chance that he might return towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
Nimmo's catch against the Braves.
Catch. That was. Do you remember that day? You were really downplaying that catch because you were like, oh, Gary Cohen and the greatest catch of the year.
Yes, that was a classic episode. That's in the archives. I mean, if we could pull that one up,
dude.
And then Al also asking, is this the year we see the Angels in the playoffs? It's one of those things. I feel like they're close. I just feel like the American League is so loaded. Like, how do they get in?
How the fuck do they get in? Not to mention it's
their own division.
Yeah.
The Mariners, the Astros, the Rangers are better. I mean, it's going to be tough, but I mean, there's a team every year we don't see coming.
True, but I think also just like the Mets, they're also going to revolve a lot around who stays healthy.
Right.
Is Trout going to break his hand again? Is Rendon going to be playing?
But if Rendon played a full year, hit 30 home runs, Trout and Ohtani are healthy, I mean, they would have one of the best offenses in the American League.
Oh yeah. Geez, who they have from the Mets?
I I thought
they
Aaron
have
Loop?
Loop. They do
Yeah.
have Loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way you said it, I thought you meant like they got a position player, but I don't think they did.
No. The way I said it again. Aaron Loop, dude. Really enjoyed him. See, how was his numbers last year? Oh, dude.
Dominant, right?
3.84 ERA.
Oh, I'm free, Tony. I completely blanked that he wasn't on the Mets last year. I was thinking
no, he was on
the Angels last year.
Yeah.
So it was the year before. What was it? Under 1 his ERA?
Yeah, 0.95.
Wow.
He had 6 wins, games played 6. He had 2 starts for us too. Pretty crazy, dude. All of a sudden now you have 7 appearances for the Angels. 58.2 innings, 3.84 ERA, dude. Maybe bounce back year for him?
Yeah, I could see it. I was just thinking, I think it's a good thing for me on my flight tomorrow. I could put together, kind of a list of the videos.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to do 1 Yankee, 1 Met, and then like 2 whatever team, or do you want to do only Yankees and Mets?
No. So it's like, yeah. I guess we can do 1 Met, 1 Yankee. And then normally like for example, like Justin Verlander, Cy Young, like have a strikeout of him. I guess whoever won.
Why am I blanking the AL Cy Young?
Your boy from
not Manoah.
No. It was from Seattle.
No, Robbie Ray. No, not Logan Gilbert. Are you sure it was somebody from Seattle?
Maybe not.
No, MVP.
Oh, sorry, Cy Young. Oh, right, Astros. We're shot.
So the
and
NL,
then NL was Sandy Alcantara from Miami.
Okay.
Wow, we blew that one.
And then obviously Judge and Goldschmidt. And Al asking, has Trout peaked? I mean,
I don't think so.
No, but I think he has, but I'm not. Doesn't mean that he's declined. You know what I mean? He's at like a very high level.
So he's plateaued. You mean?
Yes, but which? I guess because you could say peaked. He's not. Yeah, he's not going to have as good of a year going forward. I think he can match what he did last year, and I don't know. Let's say he does play 145, 150 games because last year, what did he play? Probably 120 or something. He missed a lot of time because of that mysterious back condition he has. And he still hit 40 home runs, but it's like, I don't think he's going to go out this year and hit 60.
Why do you say mysterious back condition like that?
Because that's actually what it was.
Right,
and there was concern that like his career might be in question, but I guess it's okay. But no, that's just how they described it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this new highlight video though.
Yeah, me too, dude. I got to pick a good song. Get some good sound bites together.
Yeah. Now, was that video for 2 seasons, the one we have right now?
No.
Okay, so it was just last year. So we trying to think
the other one we had was like Jacob deGrom strikeout, Judge catching.
Well, was it the guy going around the dugout on top, or is that this one?
Yeah, no, that was the guy going around
doing like the bat thing with the mascot or something.
I mean, do you want to watch it?
Oh, because you still have it.
Oh, maybe I don't. MLB right this year. Yeah, no, it's gone.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't think he said like, look at this wacko, or did he?
That doesn't sound right.
But you kind of know what I'm talking about, like on top of the dugout. It was like a rain delay or something.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to look at it. I have it, archived.
Yeah.
I do remember just the first play being Judge like catching a ball in the outfield, diving into the stands.
Okay.
And then it was Jacob deGrom strikeout.
Yeah, I do remember the deGrom strikeout.
Yeah.
But boy, am I excited for baseball. Wow.
I know, right? I'm excited to edit that video, honestly.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Dude. And then I feel like while I'm at it, PGA Tour video.
We probably should talk about it a lot, huh?
Yeah. 3-4 shots, right?
Right. All John Rahm.
All John Rahm. I do have a couple. I mean, I would think we'll do like a hole-in-one from Sawgrass.
Yeah, gotta.
I kind of want to do Spieth out of the bunker to win that tournament, and then maybe Tiger better than most. Like you've seen that commercial, right?
Yeah.
Where he hits that putt off the green at Sawgrass. So definitely already got a couple options ready to go. So this is exciting stuff. Baseball around the corner. I absolutely can't wait. But let's go now, Tony, to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here's Matthews. scores! Hat-trick goal!
My goodness, this is a great shot.
Big hit on the far side by McCarr! He flattens Jordan's skull! Oh my goodness!
That's the gun right back. Terrifying and robbed by Shesterkin. That's brilliant from Igor Shesterkin.
It's a breakaway to win it in overtime! McDavid scores! The winner in overtime!
All right, Tony. So a tough one for the New York Rangers last night, falling to the Hurricanes 3-2, a game that they entered the third period with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Tyler Mott. So I believe that's back-to-back games with goals. They were playing great defense through the first two periods, clinging to that 1-0 lead. No scoring, obviously, in the second. We go to the third period, and about halfway through, Jalen Chatfield has his 6th goal of the year, evening things up at one apiece. But then 18 seconds later, Capo Caco makes it 2-1.
Wow.
Courtesy of Ryan Lindgren and Adam Fox, who picked up his 54th assist. Still on the lookout for him scoring another goal this year.
Yep.
And then literally 18 seconds later, Stefan Noesen ties it up at 2. So that was his 11th goal. So it looked like this game was potentially heading towards overtime. And unfortunately for the Rangers, about 2.5 minutes left, Teuvo Teravainen with his 11th goal, 3-2 Hurricanes. The Rangers had a couple shots down the stretch. Kane, I think, had the last one, but they could not put the puck in the net. So they do lose this game 3 of 4 against the Hurricanes this season. So a tough loss, a game that you felt like you should have had. Offense was tough to come by, but Shesterkin played a great game, stopping 36-39. But especially with Frederik Andersen in net, you just thought you could have clawed a couple more goals together.
Yeah. I think Gallant said it pretty well post game. The Hurricanes just unfortunately played better than the Rangers last night. I mean, that's really just what it was. I mean, they seemingly beat the Rangers at their own game. We've talked about the Rangers strategy being speed and using their legs, using short, quick passes, like to open up the ice. That's exactly what Carolina did. I feel like all game. I mean, the Rangers, I don't know. I feel like they came out kind of flat-footed too. I mean, I feel like the Hurricanes were kind of all over the Rangers a little bit when the first game started. Towards the second half of the first period, Rangers were getting good opportunities, good shots. We did score, that late first period goal, Tyler Mott. That was I thought a good indication. That was the Jimmy VC and Goudreau line. I talk about VC a lot and his vision on the ice, his hockey IQ. You love to see that kind of, and you're sitting there thinking, all right, we're up 1-0 now, headed into the second period. We can come out second period. Just like how we ended the first, and hopefully, put a couple more up on the Canes here, because, I think at that point momentum was certainly in the Rangers' favor, and you're at home at the Garden, and they just started the second period like they started the first period, a little bit slow, getting outshot, getting outskated, losing one-on-one battles in the corners. You can't be against any team, really. You can't be losing so many one-on-one battles. You're gonna have to win those battles to retain puck's possession, which again, something Carolina did really well, winning those one-on-ones, puck retention. You hear Glenn talk about that so much. Speaking of retention, I think the Rangers had like 20 turnovers, 20 giveaways. Yeah, they had 20 giveaways. Again, how do you expect to really have many scoring opportunities when you're giving the other team the puck, sort of deal? So I just think maybe the Rangers were a little bit tired from their homestand, from the level of hockey they've been playing, because they just were not skating fast. And I guess, I don't know what it was. Maybe they just, I don't think they took Carolina for granted, because like how you were saying too, like late in the game when they're down by 1, like they were having a lot of good opportunities late in that third period. So many good opportunities. And it's like, why now does it seem like the Rangers just like, oh man, we got to like play hard, out of nowhere?
Yeah.
So kind of a super disappointed loss. Just like any loss really is, especially to the Hurricanes, especially to a game like this where you led, where you blew it in the third period, especially when it was the back and forth to roller coaster of emotions. And unfortunately, the Rangers are on a tough side of a loss here, as the last game of their homestand. But nonetheless, I mean, you got to appreciate the homestand. You got to appreciate the effort, I suppose. 0 for 3 in the power play too. I mean, come on. You can get one power play goal. Not one.
Yeah, I mean, and we do talk about the quirks of the schedule all the time. I don't think that helped, playing all these games. But, I mean, you had to look big picture. And, we said we wanted 4-1 at least. So we got 4-1.
Yeah.
We almost had 5-0. And now it's like tomorrow in Raleigh. Let's get it done, no?
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's just next game.
I believe Matthew had another comment.
Yeah, he says, dang, didn't realize. Took the L last night. Saw we were up 2-1, and they blew it, dude. Yeah, no, I guess, dude, they blew it pretty quickly, too. I mean, even at 2-2, you would expect the Rangers to come back from that, but I don't know, dude. I guess not. Whatever, dude.
Possibly a little salt in the wounds here. Chokery checking in says, go Canes. Can't blame him, though. You know what I mean? It was well-deserved win. And, I told him, I've been telling him that, the Canes are, still in position here to make some noise in the Eastern Conference playoffs. I mean, they have a great team.
Oh, yeah. Matthew Chokery, come on, man. I mean, hey, dude, we're still up in the series against the Hurricanes. There's one game left here. We can still beat them in the regular season. So, don't rub it in, bud.
No, I mean,
you got it, dude. You got to rub it in.
Yeah, and I mean, you also can't blame them because obviously, we had their number in the playoffs last year. Of course, I'm sure, we've been circled on their calendars all season. That's a goal of theirs to
first time they beat us in the regular season too.
Yeah, exactly. So still hold that 2-1 edge, and I think it'll be a great game tomorrow in Raleigh. I'm so curious what ticket prices are. I guarantee you get a suite there for what the nosebleeds would be at the Garden.
Well, Chokery, let us know, dude. I'm looking it up right now. Tickets. I know they don't give it to you on the app. Tickets as low as 31.
Wow. So, I mean, I think it's conceivable to say, the 5 of us split a suite. And, I mean, what are we talking, Tony? I mean, 200 a pop? Maybe,
dude. Honestly,
you can eat, all you can drink.
Let's see. Let's show the map, dude. What do you want? You want a box, dude?
Yeah, give me a box. And by the way, with that win, Carolina securing their 100th point of the season. So just showing what a great year they've had.
Really, dude.
How are we looking on the box?
Let's see. Box 700.
Are you kidding? Only 7? All inclusive?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
There's no way it's 700.
There's no way, right?
It would be
700. It does say 700 total.
Does it say how many people can go in the box?
No.
Chokery.
Think their boxes are small?
No. Everybody has normal. Yeah, because they have all events there and stuff. But right. Chokery saying, I'm not over the playoffs last year. Brian texted me the Game 7 results during my honeymoon. LOL. And
did you
Brian?
Wasn't
my intention to spoil a good time for you. I thought maybe they had the game on there, but I guess they were in. I don't know where they were exactly at that point, but they might have been in Bora Bora. So I'm sure not exactly gonna have all the cable channels over there.
Yeah, dude. Matthew, hey Bonds.
We know he could go on and on with
dude,
that.
I can't believe you texted Chokery the result during his honeymoon.
Tony's really offended by this.
That's crazy, dude.
Matthew having a little fun with it. You ruined everything for your brother-in-law. Fortunately, Matthew, we've been able to move past that one.
Oh my God, dude.
But hey, at the end of the day, last night, the Hurricanes get the last laugh. But this game tomorrow, I think, is very important here because as we've talked about, standings are tight. We want home ice, but unfortunately, you lose this game. Now you're 1 point behind Toronto, and Tampa is only 2 games, behind you. So the importance of, finishing this season strong can't be understated, Tony.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, I was looking at the PNC.
You're trying to get some more information. Does it appear 700 is for the box?
See, no. It's kind of annoying because you go to the Carolina Hurricanes suite website, the experience, and it's like, oh, coming events. Oh wow, Thursday, Carolina versus New York Rangers. You have to enter like your email address, and they'll contact you.
So Chogri, if you could confirm this for us, or if you have any insight here on box or suite pricing,
1,500.
Now it says
1,500 is the number I'm seeing now. Well, this is just like someone is saying, like, oh, it's 1,500 for what I.
Okay, I'm just curious, Chogri, if you've ever heard of if maybe we could slide in there just under 1,000 for the box.
That would be crazy.
That would be something, though, I have to say.
Yeah, Choker, get on that, please.
But I just, I really want them to get that 4 seed, though. I want to have home ice against Toronto.
Rangers, yeah, you need it. Toronto sucks.
Otherwise, Tony, I mean, we're looking, and especially, let's say we lose a couple in a row here. I mean, it could be Tampa moving up, and then we would have, to face the Devils, and they would have home ice.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna be losing a couple in a row. I mean, look at the rest of our schedule right now. Hurricanes, Panthers, Blue Jackets, Devils, Sabres for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
And then Caps. I mean, that should be kind of a breeze. Lightning, we should fucking demolish the Lightning. Blues, demolished. Blue Jackets again, demolished. Sabres, demolished. Maple Leafs end it over there in April.
What do you know? Imagine if that game and then in a couple of days playoff series.
That'd be crazy.
How many times has that happened?
Often, I think. Every time I think we played the Caps in the first round, we would end this. We almost ended the
final
season.
Game of the season.
I'm surprised it isn't the Caps again, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of a tough one, but obviously a chance for redemption tomorrow. And as we talked about, there were a ton of games yesterday. Tony with a little bit of a tough time.
I brutal fucking time,
including the WBC. What was it? 1-3? No, 1-4.
5.
1-4.
Did we pick 4 games in hockey?
Oh, right. Yeah. So it'd be 1-4 though, because 4 and then 1 baseball game, 5 total. 1-4. Because you won 1 game.
Right.
There's 5 total.
I went
picks.
1-4. I was 1 for 5.
1-4. Yeah, I gotcha. And I think Chokery had some insight. He said 300 each for the box.
Really, dude?
No, but maybe 300 per person.
Yeah,
for a box, maybe you have to minimum 5 people, 1,500. That would make sense. We could rummage that together. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're probably going to pay $300 for a decent seat at the Garden.
No, we'll get Chokery, a couple of his friends, all of us.
Yeah.
Box, I mean, it'll end up being $20 a person.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's ridiculous.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Playoff series.
You can throw as many people as you want in a box. Is that how that works?
I'm sure there's
limit,
I would think, though, I mean, there's so much space. I would think at least 15 to 20 you could get in there.
15 to 20 people?
Yeah.
How big? Usually boxes get bought by corporations.
But
yeah, but we're the working man taking it back, baby.
But yeah, just a couple of things here before we take a look at tonight. I wanted to mention Islanders, which is one of my picks here, 7-2 over the Maple Leafs. So the Islanders really making a push here, end of the year.
That was a great pick. I told you.
Cal Clutterbuck with 2 goals. So that's always been one of Tony's favorites. And they're doing this without
Matthew Barzal.
Which is pretty impressive. And getting scoring from all over. Andrews Lee had his 27th. Noah Dobson his 13th. Parisi had his 19th.
Wow.
Sorokin 25 and 27 in net. So the Islanders turning it into high gear at the right time. And I think right now they would actually play the Hurricanes in the first round. No,
really,
because Panthers are toggling with 8 with Pittsburgh, right? So
yeah.
Islanders in 7th.
Correct, dude.
What a run they've been on, though.
Absolutely ridiculous, dude.
And how about Sorokin's line this year? 26 and 19. So I guess the win-loss isn't great, but 2.36 and 925 save percentage with 5 shutouts.
That is so good. They have 2 really good goaltenders. I mean, they're like, I don't know. We were talking about them when they traded for Horvat. Thought it was going to be like a groundbreaking thing. Barzal gets injured, and then all of a sudden, like that,
it just clicks.
Yeah,
and Horvat hasn't even had like 20 goals,
literally.
Or anything, but
haven't.
But attention on him opens up other guys, and I think that's some things we forget. Sometimes we forget about that.
I think Jean-Paul Pajot.
That's another bite, by the way. I was thinking about bites that we're missing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jean-Paul. What'd you say?
Pajot.
Pajot.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. That's such a
no
good
way
one.
to like, recovery file.
Do you know what that is?
Tony, you know what it is, so I'm asking you.
No, there's no recovery file right now, dude. It's gone.
No new bites either?
You got to go fishing back into the archives and getting it, dude. I got to go. Oh, God, dude. By the way, Choker says, yes, it's like 20 seats for the box.
Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense there. And honestly, though, if it ends up being, the Hurricanes and the Islanders, I could see that being 7-game series.
Oh, easily, dude.
Yeah. So we're looking for some really good matchups here. Come the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And did you say, was it April 18th that the playoffs start?
That sounds about right. Yeah. Second week of April over there. I mean, the last game I want to say is around April like 6th or something. April 10th, maybe. It's like a week off, chill. Playoffs, baby.
Yeah. Let's go. One thing I wanted to mention, just because it kind of like stood out to me, is the fact that Washington lost at home to Columbus. So obviously this playoff streak was in double digits with Ovechkin, right? That they had made the playoffs consecutive years. Like it was like 11, 12 years.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's going to be over as they fall 7-6 to Columbus yesterday. And it's amazing too that Columbus was able to pull this off. No goals from Gaudreau. Boone Jenner had his 24th. Ovechkin did reach the 40 goal number once again. So it's just an outstanding.
I'm trying to see. I think it's his 13th season doing that. I think that's the most in the history of the NHL.
What, consecutive playoffs?
No, consecutive years
of 40
plus goals.
Oh wow.
Let's see, goals since. Oh, well, I guess maybe. Oh, interesting.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe it was total seasons with 40 goals.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know. Maybe I would imagine they don't count the COVID year. Yeah, I don't know how that worked exactly. But I definitely heard on the radio them talking about that.
But how many guys in their age 36 and 37 seasons combined have 90 goals? Is that like unheard of?
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, how many do you think he has left?
At least another 5 years, I feel.
Really? He's just hockey lifer.
Yeah. I mean, again, we'll get someone like Jaromir Jagr, who's 51 right now, still playing
right
overseas. His last year in the league was 2018. So what was that? Quick math. 18 was 5 years ago. He was 46.
Wow.
When he was in the league. So,
and I mean, he was still productive. What, like early 40s, I believe, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, obviously, Calgary was kind of tough, but Florida, right? The year before that, in 17, played 82 games the whole season.
Animal, really.
At 45 years old, played 82 games, 46 points, plus 2 on the ice, dude. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Now Jagr, I know it's a stretch, Tony, but I know it's not going to happen this year too. But if they did somehow bring him in, like, would you be in favor of it or no for the playoff push?
Rangers,
yeah,
as a player,
yeah, just like fifth line guy.
Fifth line guy.
Is there only 4 lines?
Yeah. I don't think so. Just because, like, again, like, I mean, it's almost like bringing in a Ryan Reeves type again.
Yeah.
It's just someone who doesn't really gel well with how he's not gonna be able to skate hard. Probably had maybe 60-second shifts.
I thought you liked Reeves, though.
Dude. Oh, I do like Reeves a lot, and I really enjoy his play, and I love his physicality, and I would like to have him if we were a physical team, but we're not as physical as we used to be. And he is 34, I want to say.
Yeah.
He's old. He's too slow. He
Yeah.
can't keep up with the way the Rangers' speed is right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, we know, how important with hockey that speed is.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So taking a look, though, at the slate tonight, very short, actually, 2 TNT games. You got the Pens and the Avalanche, followed by the Coyotes and the Oilers. So
You want to go heads up on both?
Heads up on both. And I think what we need to do is, so you could go first. I'll take the opposite side, and then I'll take
the next
first
game
for the other one. Yeah.
Okay. Give me the Oilers.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just no belief in the Coyotes, but
No, absolutely not, dude.
look, the road record's terrible, but just overall improvement. I mean, the Coyotes, to hang around 500 the way that they had played the previous years. I mean, Not terrible.
No, it's not terrible. And they were on a decent win streak, but I thought they could have beat Winnipeg last night. They lost 2-1, so I think it's down the schneid again for them.
Well, hopefully they get the upset win tonight.
Yeah, you better hope so. Buddy.
All right. So pull up Daily Fast Sauce if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, we're getting serious here.
This is actually tough though, because like obviously, me.
It could go either way, dude. Right
it could go either way. The third string goalie for the Coyotes is starting. Jeez,
Ivan,
I'm in for it.
Prospetov.
Well, we get the grade A matchup between Jari and Gorgiev.
Hey, by the way, Prospetov, you're gonna like this, Brian. His stat line: only 3 starts this season, but he has 3 wins, 1.67 goals against, 952 save percentage.
Throw a couple shekels up there.
24-year-old from Moscow, dude.
There we go. Right.
His 3 games were actually this month. March 9th, 16th, and 18th. All dubs there, obviously. 4-1, 3-2, 4-2. So, having a pretty good time there for Arizona. So watch out, actually. It could be a sleeper pick right there.
I have to say, Tony, I'm slightly concerned here that I'm handing this to you on a silver platter, but I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
All right.
They've lost 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Desperately wanting to continue that playoff streak, under Sidney Crosby. And I just want to see. So right now, they are 1 point behind Florida. So really need to win every game possible. I mean, they've lost 4 in a row. I mean, you're really digging yourself a hole if you don't lose this one. So just on the basis of that, I'll go with the Penguins. I'm sure you feel pretty good about having the Avalanche here with Gorgie.
Yeah, I want to say they've been on a 6-game winning streak, I think.
They've been hot at the right time.
I'm looking at their scores here from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6-game winning streak here. I mean, dude, yeah, I know they've been kind of taking care of business, I suppose, with teams they should be, because you look at their last 5 right now. They beat Chicago, Detroit, Ottawa, Toronto in the shootout, Montreal before that, then they beat Arizona. So again, those are the 6 games that they've been winning. Kind of an easy schedule for them. They have been hot right now, though, but they still have that momentum at home. I would imagine Colorado has to be rocking their fans right now to have that uptick in the play over there. So let's go, Georgiev. Shut up.
You're confident in it.
I am very confident. I mean, how could you not, dude?
Right now,
not be?
If you had to tell me who's going to be facing the Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals, it would be
out of the West. Oof. I want to say Vegas, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Overall team, like, what is there an aspect of the team that you feel like kind of propels them, or is it just overall strength?
I guess overall strength all around the team. I mean, I'm a big Logan Thompson guy. I think he's a great goaltender. A team like Vegas, I mean, they have such a phenomenal stage that they play on. I feel like they can propel themselves in the playoffs. Like, they're kind of used to being under a spotlight, under a big stage. We've seen it in their inaugural season. They haven't been back to the cup yet. But still, I think it's going to be a crazy kind of Cinderella-esque story that they're finally going to come to fruition there. And they have decent bodies, Marshall Schalt, I believe. I never pronounce his name right, but he's been killing it. And, they have great talent. And I just think right now, like you said, hot at the right time. I mean, they've been kind of bumping up the standings in the Western Conference. So,
yeah. And speaking of bumping up the standings, Colorado.
I know.
That would be my pick, honestly.
Really?
Top to bottom, ton of talent from last year. They have the experience. Obviously, Gorgiev, doesn't have any starting experience in the playoffs, but he did come in for Shesterkin a couple of times. Was it against Pittsburgh, or was it in multiple rounds? Was it just Pittsburgh?
I think it was just Pittsburgh.
Just Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It was twice, though, right?
Yeah.
That was getting pulled.
I'm surprised, honestly, you wouldn't go with Vegas, dude. Your boy, Jack Eichel.
Yeah, I just expected better. I thought he was gonna.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was just looking at. He has 54 points, leading the team in points though, and in goals.
How many goals?
26 goals.
I thought he would have 40.
I know you would expect him to.
How many games has he played?
58. So not the 71 that you would expect.
Well, they still got games left, so he could play.
Yeah.
6, but still, yeah.
He's plus 20 out on the ice, though, dude.
Plus 20 is not bad.
Plus 20 is really good. That means that they score when he's on the ice. Looking at his, again, God forbid, ESPN never gives you the. Here we go. Stats, dude. Go to expend stats. Face-off win percentage looking like it is, dude. I'm honestly so over ESPN. I really hate it, dude.
I feel like it all comes down to face-offs for you, Tony.
Well, when you're a center, that's like super important here. And look, wow, look, you go to NHL reference, dude. Go down to the year, face-off percentage 46. Wow, dude, it's kind of low. That's not good. I suppose he was never really a good face-off guy.
Could be, right?
Yeah, dude. But nonetheless, dude, I don't know. I think playoffs, Jack Eichel, different machine, dude. I'm telling you.
Different animal.
Yeah.
So a couple of things here before we wrap it up for the day. Just wanted to update everybody on the WGC Matchplay Championship here, sponsored by Dell, Austin Country Club. The swan song for the match play at Austin Country Club, like we've talked about many times, and they were talking about it on PGA Tour Radio this morning. Really hoping that this resurfaces somewhere. And there's so many different ways you could go. There are so many courses that, I feel like deserve yearly tournaments that don't get them. And one locally, Tony, that I think would be a great fit. You would just have to adjust the schedule slightly because obviously it's not warm enough in this area just yet to have a golf tournament. But how about Bethpage Black, Tony?
Oh.
You know anybody who's played there?
No.
Have you passed by the state park?
I don't think so.
Where is it? Is it
Bethpage?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds really familiar. Maybe I did because I feel like my mother's told me about it, and we're just probably Bethpage. Like I've never seen signs for it. I honestly have no idea. Let's look it up.
Yeah. They only have
Long Island, dude.
Long Island. Okay.
Long Island, close. Yeah, that's why.
Farmingdale.
That's fucking why I've seen it because I've been on Long Island and I'm like, oh, Bethpage, wow.
So they had the
Farmingdale
PGA Championship there a couple of years ago. I just want to see if it shows. Let's see.
Long Island.
Okay, so they've had the U.S. Open there as Michael joins the party here. They've had 2 U.S. Opens, 2 Barclays tournaments.
Barclays.
And then in 2019, Brooks Koepka won the PGA Championship.
Yeah, right.
But the thing that honestly disappoints me, because they have stuff like at like Pinehurst in North Carolina out till 2050. The fact that we don't have a major championship scheduled at Bethpage Black. We've seen the magic of that course. And I really think, it deserves to have a yearly tournament. I mean, we want to see Bethpage, and I hope to be able to play there. And Tony, actually, you might be our in to get on Bethpage because I think New York State, I'm not sure if it's state or just, I don't know, the surrounding area. We have to check into that, but I think you have, you can get tee times.
What?
Yeah, at Bethpage.
Just being a resident?
Yeah, being a New York State resident.
Well, we better hurry up because I won't be a resident very long.
Camaraderie?
What?
I mean, we don't have this golf season. Like it's that.
No, we have this golf season. Probably the last. Once I probably move out of my apartment in Stratford, I'm gonna have to fucking file some paperwork, buddy.
Yeah.
My mother's gonna kill me.
Where's the next move from Stratford?
No idea yet.
Any thoughts?
Definitely not Stanford.
No one's asking about Stanford, Tony. I'm just saying.
You had my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. No.
Ridiculous.
For honestly, I would like obviously to remain in the area, of the studio. So
okay.
Because honestly, literally commute. I mean, right now from Stratford, 8 minutes.
So if somewhere else in Stratford popped up, I think you're in. No.
I would do Stratford. I would do Milford. Honestly, I think Phil would be the most north I would go, and Fairfield or Bridgeport would be the most south I would go.
Yeah, Lordship though. Imagine if he was right by Little Pub in Stratford. I mean, you'd be there 5 times a week.
Yeah. What do you think the rent there for is a 1 bedroom, $2,000?
Well, my cousin used to live there.
Really?
On top of Little Pub.
What?
Have you guys been to that Little Pub?
No.
It's pretty nice, huh?
There's apartments on top of Little Pub?
Yes.
Single bedrooms?
Yeah.
How much?
Call
them up. Let's go. Your cousin.
No, and then also right over there, it's like Lordship condos or Ocean. Have I seen what?
That like where Little Pub is recently?
Probably within the last 6 months.
I drove by. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I drove by there. I'd say I don't know, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And the restaurant across the street from Little Pub.
Yeah.
They've done something with that parking lot. There's these really cool food truck looking, like the Bridgeport shit we have out here. What are those containers called? Shipping containers?
Yeah.
Miniature, like medium-sized shipping containers like this for outdoor, nice summer fucking vibes, dude. It looks really cool out there. And then that restaurant over there has really done it up with the patio area there. That's what you gotta do. If you have like a little coastal, and I know for a fact that area has the deli right down the street too, with the pizzeria right next door, which Tony would love. Yeah, dude.
The only problem with Tony living in Lordship is Short Beach right down the street, the par 3. So I know that's gonna.
He would love it.
That's gonna come into conversation.
He'd be like, dude, best golf course. It's my golf course, Barnes.
Sounds about right, dude.
Oh my God, so funny. But yeah, we'll make a trip out to Bethpage this summer, just before Tony files the paperwork. Hopefully, Mary wasn't listening. That'll be a long conversation with Tony.
Oh gosh, dude. Yeah.
Jeez, was there? I guess no. That was really it. Oh, Ryder Cup 2025. I think I said that. But anyway, I was just gonna update everybody on the match play. So right now, you have Matt Fitzpatrick, 1 up through 3 holes against
Relation
JJ
of
Spawn.
Ryan?
No relation. He's from England. And then
Could still be related.
well, I mean, we know Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I know,
He's
I know,
Irish,
just-
not English.
Jesus.
Sahith Thagala,
Love
Tony,
that guy.
tied through 3 with Min Woo Lee. You'd expect that to be a highly competitive match. Xander, 1 up through 2 holes against Cam Davis. And you have Tom Hoagie, who's 1 up through 1 going against Aaron Wise. And Aaron Wise is the guy who had like the 12 on the 18th hole of the Players. Remember, Tony? We had the video breakdown.
Yes, dude.
3 tee shots in the water.
I know. I do remember.
Legend.
Tony's not engaged.
We're trying to get him.
So I was
engaged
looking
a
at this. I just had speaking of my mom, she sent me this photo. She follows like this page on Staten Island. It's called Classic Staten Island. And it's like she was like, oh, I remember when this happened. It was the first ever McDonald's that opened on Staten Island in the mid 1970s. Guess how much a quarter pounder with cheese was?
5 cents.
I was gonna say like 25.
93 cents.
That's expensive.
Hamburger, 33 cents. French fries, 30
They were
cents.
50 in Connecticut.
30 cents, dude.
Oh my God.
So that's what I was thinking about. But yeah, I do recall the guy, the breakdown. Shot a 10?
It might even more, but at least a 10. Yeah.
Is there like a
No, it was a 10.
It was a 10. Yeah, I remember.
There's no
that.
max. No.
There's no cutoff.
No.
Like 12. So this guy just play through.
You just set yourself up to look the highest score on a hole in a PGA tournament.
Do it. $1927.
20.
20.
Wow. Tommy Armour, who makes golf apparel and equipment now, too.
Get the fuck out of here.
In his legacy, obviously. You know.
I think maybe his stock just dropped a little bit. now that we
He's still
mentioned
at the
it.
shop.
Yeah.
Tony, but with me, headed to Austin tomorrow, next 2 days, can I count on you for at least one leaderboard update?
You will.
Next 2 days?
Yes.
I know Tony. He will definitely, and I will be here because whenever you're not here, we have to step it up here.
Right.
Tomorrow's gonna be interesting too because it's gonna be a late night sports board.
Late night. Wow.
Not late night, but it's gonna be
I
5
know,
o'clock.
5
I guess.
o'clock.
Unless you want to come in here at like 5 and do it a.m.
No.
What's on the agenda tomorrow during the day?
We are shooting a very special, specific shoot tomorrow that no one knows about.
Is it?
We're gonna. It's something.
But is
important.
it like an uptime production?
No, it's
Downtime.
a downtime.
Downtime
It's a
production,
DTV
okay.
original.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
What I
Not
meant is it's
outsourcing.
not for a client. It's
No,
like
it's
internally.
it's
For the United
internal.
States government.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how crazy is it, Tony? Next time I'm sitting here, so it'll be Monday. We'll be talking about UConn heading to yet another Final Four.
Let's fucking go, baby.
That's gonna be awesome after a legendary game with Gonzaga. I know they're meant to play each other.
Yeah.
I just know it.
You know it.
That's gonna be a tough matchup.
I
for
know
them,
it.
though.
It's gonna be dope.
So that'll be fun. And
Gonzaga's going down, dude. Choke artists.
Yeah. I mean, but definitely, it'll be by far the toughest matchup they faced. I know Arkansas, but come on, Muscle Man with the shirt. Like, it's crazy that his name is Muscle Man. He's a head coach. He threw a shirt. I mean, that is a little unprofessional. I know he's like riled up, getting the fans going, but you can't do that, no?
Honestly, yeah, I would totally agree with that. I think you do have to act professional. You're an adult among young men. Like, you have to act accordingly, and it's not even like you won the tournament.
Yeah,
take it easy, buddy.
And do you think if you did that at a rugby tournament that Shu would bring you in, sit you down?
They probably don't give a shit.
No, it's not on NEC TV.
NEC TV. No, no one even know it.
Is there? Do they ever broadcast the games or no?
Rugby?
Yeah.
No broadcasting. No.
Wow.
No,
wow. I'm surprised at that, honestly.
Yeah. When you start to get to, like, I think when we went to nationals on senior year, they had like a team there that they streamed it somewhere.
Okay.
But other than that, dude, it's kaput. So
have you talked to them about potentially, getting some video going?
Oh yeah, definitely. But they just don't want to pay.
Yeah.
So
they're like, oh yeah, if you want to fund it,
sure. If you just want to do it on your own by yourself. Yeah. Not ask me any questions or talk to me at all about it.
Yeah. So that is
classic.
Great stuff there. Anyway, though, Tony, other than that, anything else you wanted to mention on the way out, or is that pretty much all we got?
I think that's it. We did the glove.
Yeah.
We got the sports in there. Got Craigo coming in at noon here for his show.
There we go. Web3.
Craigo's Crypto Corner. Talking about NFT.
Doesn't he always talk about Web3
NFT.
Though, regardless? No?
I mean, isn't that's the whole thing.
That's why I said Web3, and you looked at me like I said something in Chinese.
No. I did not.
Did he not look at me like that?
Oh, exactly.
No, it's one of those looks.
You're deflecting. You're deflecting.
No, it's one of those looks like he looks over and he's just like,
Yeah.
No, he's just ghosts or something.
That one.
Yeah, exactly. That look.
I was just like, talking about Craigo, dude. He's gonna come in Miami.
I will say, the two of you, everybody in the Downtown family, miss you guys. The rest of the week, but obviously, I will be coming in hot on Monday, commenting whenever I can. Next 2 days.
Yeah, what's the schedule like at one of these things, buddy? Is it just like buffet for breakfast, maybe like a little bit of conference at noon, and then the bar at like 2:30?
No.
Is it busy?
Yes.
Is that why
obviously they feed you,
right?
But pretty much
got time to golf.
Tomorrow is like, because it starts early on Friday. That's why we're leaving tomorrow. But tomorrow is kind of an open day. Maybe something at night they'll have.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
But it's pretty much like from 9 till 6. There's stuff with breaks for food in between. But it's speakers, roundtable discussions, expos.
Do you speak?
No. But I might participate, like in the but I'm not like presenting.
Right. I think you should present something.
Hey, I mean, if I see fit,
right. Father-son massage?
No. Just a round of golf, Tony. Round of golf tomorrow, but that's all we got.
All right.
But yeah, so obviously that'll be a good time. And I know you and Michael will have everything down pat the next 2 days.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'll check in on your golf updates though, just to make sure.
Yes.
I might even have to pop over to Austin Country Club. Maybe I could sneak out of a seminar.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so sick, dude.
But once again, really like to thank everybody for tuning in today, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe, checking out the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee in costume, as well as the merch, downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy their day, enjoy the golf, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.